Welcome back, everyone, to an exciting episode of Kicking It with Gab and Cheech.
I'm Gab,
I am Cheech.
and this is our special episode. Once again, we continuously are doing special episodes
Dun,
for
dun,
no
dun,
good
dun.
reason. Um, but this is our Team of the Year episode, and we're going to pick our Team of the Year first, simultaneously. And the rule is that I will not be able to choose the same players that Ivan is able to choose. So if someone takes that top three, of certain players, then the other can't take them. So you'll see as it goes along. Then we'll talk transfer market, and then we'll recap the FA Cup third round. Very, very
Oh,
similar to last week.
sounds like a
But
very good
team of the year.
episode.
Yes. Let's go. Let's share the screen here.
Let's go.
Let's get this enlarged. All right. So we'll do left side Ivan, right side me. Okay, let's go goalkeeper. Let's start with the goalkeepers.
I'm going to go with Kobel versus Dortmund. I feel like he's picked up insanely well. He's played really good. I think he deserves it. It's probably either going to be Ederson or Magnan, but I like Kobel. Courtois would have been in it, but he did get injured, so that is the sole reason why he's not in it.
Absolutely. I am going to go with Magnon.
Oui.
Mike Magnon. That's my goalkeeper of the year. Move on to defenders. Who you got first defender?
The first defender I'm taking, I have to take him off the board. Van Dijk.
BVD.
BVD. He got criticized a lot because he kind of fell off. He wasn't playing as good, but he's picked up right where he left off. And the same defender, easily one of the best in the world. I feel like you can't argue with that pick.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm gonna go with my main man. I was talking him up before he was even big. He had a stellar season, a team of the season type of season. Jeremy Frimpong.
That would have been my pick.
Yeah, he's a beast. I had him in silver card in FIFA. I was like, this guy's a dog. He's up next, and then all of a sudden the guy just goes off.
Yeah, that's who I had on mine personally, so I like that pick.
Who you got next?
Next, just because how well he did in Napoli, especially with winning the league, I feel like Kim and Jay.
Kim and Jay. He was also in my personal one. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Trent here, just because. I mean, he should be in the midfield. He's in my team of the season midfielder, but just unfortunate that he's in the defender category. He is a defender, but his best position is right mid.
Right wing back, right mid, center, defensive mid. He's everywhere.
Yeah, absolute dog. Got two more.
Next up, I'm gonna go left back, DiMarco. He was crucial for the Inter Milan team in the Champions League. Sadly, couldn't do it against Man City, but I feel like he was really good that season.
All right, my next one is gonna be William Saliba. Absolutely stellar record at home. Absolutely stellar record in general. He's been amazing all season. As much as I hate to say that he bodied Holland in their last matchup, he absolutely did. But yeah, I mean, stellar season for me. It's maybe a bit of a shocker to some, but I think if you watch Premier League football, if you watch Arsenal play, I mean, he's unreal.
He's alright. That's the bias talking. Nah.
Yeah, definitely is. All right, who you got that?
Alright, so since you took the right back I was gonna go with, I'm gonna go with He's not a right back, but I feel like just because how good he is, I feel like he's always in the shouts for a defender, especially in the left back position. Go with Theo Hernandez.
I don't even see him. Where'd he go? Where's he? Oh, there he is. All right, yeah,
Right there.
that's. I mean, a lot of people I've been seeing on Twitter definitely agreeing with that.
It was either
Um,
between, honestly, I think it was either between him or Ruben Diaz in my team, personally.
yeah, I'm gonna go Ruben Diaz because
Yeah,
it's just absolutely huge for the club. Had an amazing 5 trophy season. Doesn't even matter. 5 trophy season. Um, yeah, there's nothing anyone else can say to that.
it's crucial to that defense.
Absolutely. Gonna be moving on to midfielders. I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
take
these ones are gonna be tough.
this one. I'm speaking for the both of us. We know this guy, clutch, scores some goals, especially out of nowhere. You know, he scored a decent goal in the final. It was all right. No, I'm just kidding. But you know who I'm talking about. Man,
Rodri,
Rodri.
absolute dog. I feel like my team would lose a game against your team purely because of him. Um, I'm gonna have to go Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, that's who I also had in my team.
Absolutely unreal. Just he's an absolute dog. I mean, he's got. You would think he's gonna stay at Madrid forever. At this point now, just he just fits in. He's just having that honeymoon start. He's different gravy for sure.
Different,
He should be
yeah.
playing center forward.
Yeah, that's also why I put him in my team just because how stellar he's been playing. He's adapted well
Yeah.
and time. And I'm going for my next midfielder as well. Again, speaking for the both of us, crucial player. He just came back from injury and he looks insane already.
That's crazy.
KDB.
Kevin De Bruyne, and this man hates Man City, mind you.
Yeah, but I
And
gotta acknowledge his ballers, buddy.
that was my next choice, but you know what? I am going to go with Declan Rice. West Ham got their first trophy in such a long time. Declan Rice, helped bring that along with Jared Bowen. Unfortunately, Jared Bowen is in the midfielders when I think he's an attacker.
Definitely.
But I mean, shouts to Jared Bowen. That was a one that I thought was hard to keep off, but Declan Rice has been huge to, I think, Arsenal as well. He's changed that center mid or center defensive mid for them. Before they were in a lot of uncertainty, but that's one position they don't have to worry about. And West Ham finally get a trophy, and Declan Rice was a huge part of that.
hmm And then for my next midfielder, I have two, but I'm gonna have to give the edge to the boy Musiala. Definitely picked it up this year. Breakthrough. He had a bunch of goals and assists, and he looks like he's only gonna get better and better from here. He's linked everywhere. If your team is not linked to him, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I thought there's some tough ones on here that are extremely tough to pass up. I mean, like Valverde, Chouameni, those are huge, big pass ups. Like those guys had stellar years. Gundogan, insane year. Mahrez, insane year. Chiesa, good year. Barreas, good year. But I'm gonna have to go with my main man, underrated. Should be in team of the year every single season. Doesn't matter what position it is. He'll play anywhere. I'm going Bernardo Silva. Man plays left back, center back, right back, center mid, right wing, left wing. Plays everywhere but striker. But even then, he'll play as striker if he had to.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good one. Because mine, if it wasn't Musiala, I probably would have gone Barella just because how insane he played Champions League.
Yeah, Champions League, he was good. It's just I feel like all those guys got, even Onana necessarily, like all those guys got forgotten about because they lost.
because they lost. Honestly, yeah,
Yeah.
and to think that they barely lost to Man City is an achievement in itself. Just because you know the Inter Milan was decent. There was nothing necessarily spectacular about them. They just worked as a unit. That team was they worked really well.
Yeah, absolutely. You're up for attackers.
You know what? I'm gonna let you have him, so I'm gonna take Mbappe on the wing.
Mbappe on the wing. Of course, it's Mbappe. Had an absolutely phenomenal season. Um, I mean, we all saw the World Cup, and that was the closest thing leading into 2023. And he did have a good season. It's just time for him to get out of the French league and absolutely dominate somewhere else. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure he still could. He could.
And he needs to, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with my main man, Erling Holland.
No question
Absolute
there.
dominance. Yeah, there's no question that those two guys were the first two attackers that should be in the team of the year. It's absolutely unreal what Erling Holland did. I mean, people were calling him a flop. He'd be lucky to get 20 goals. Dude came out, absolutely put the most goals the Prem's ever seen in his first year. Unfamiliar with Premier League football, very very injured player most of his time at Dortmund. But he comes in, stays almost fully healthy the entire season. They win the Champions League, which is a huge hump, and then they win the league for the third time in a row.
Yeah, that's no one else comes close. I think
Yeah, definitely. You got the next attacker.
I'm gonna go right wing. The World Cup winner. We gotta give it to Messi.
Messi, absolutely. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you put him on there. I am very, very shocked.
Buddy, we all saw that game. We saw that game together.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You,
I'm shocked that you even put him in because I don't know. Sometimes you're a
it was
hater.
it was either him or Salah, just because Salah always does really
Absolutely.
good in the Prem, but you got to give it to Messi. He finally did what everyone questioned about his whole existence, playing if he can't win a World Cup,
Yeah.
and he did it.
My yeah, absolutely. Then my next one has got to go to Victor Osimhen.
True.
Absolutely unreal season. I know he's not a winger, but still, this is just pure best of the best. I think he was up there. He was unreal. He's spectacular, and hopefully he comes to the Premier League.
I like the pick. I like it. That you know, everyone's so in love, and they just they see the goals and they think Holland, but Osimhen was crucial to Napoli winning the league,
Yeah, yeah, he was
and
unreal.
he was unreal. And there's he's linked to Chelsea, he's linked somewhere else. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean that's a solid pick. You got
I
the
like
last
I like the.
attacker,
Give me my man Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
I feel like it's such a safe
Ooh,
pick. He's always very crucial in the way he builds up the attack or at the end of the attack. I think he's like the complete striker.
yeah, definitely. He's got passing, he's got scoring, he could do it all. Absolutely unreal season. He passed Wayne Rooney for the most goals scored in the Premier League. He's Tottenham's lead, almost Tottenham's leading scorer.
He
I think
did waste
he
most of
is.
his years at Tottenham, though.
Now he's going for a trophy at Bayern. Hopefully he gets it, but we'll see. That's unreal that he's never won a league trophy. They got so close. They got to the Champions League final. I mean, they've gotten close tons of times. They just happen to bottle it.
But It's in their
the
blood, buddy.
the Leicester City season, I think they were second, right?
Yeah,
Tottenham finished second.
Chelsea
I
ended
mean,
them.
but yeah, I mean, they've come so close each time. And just happen to bottle it. But hopefully he gets it there in Bundesliga because Bayern just got it in the last game of the season last year. So it's still tough. Dortmund folded that one, but we'll see. And then my final one is gonna go to Mohamed Salah.
I like the
Absolutely
pick.
unreal player. I mean, the fact, honestly, that there's a couple players I feel like are missing when I see like a Grealish or a Dembele or Kolumani's a huge shout too, but like a I mean,
Like a
he did
Julian
he did
Brandt, Barella, players that played
yeah
really good.
yeah. There's tons of players we left out, but it was super tough. I mean, super tough. This is really who I think is the best of the best. Like, well, compared to Ivan's team, I'd swap out Saliba for Van Dyke. Kim and Jay is up there too. He's a definitely an honorable mention. I'd have De Bruyne and Rodri in mine along with Bellingham, and then I'd have Mbappe with Osimhen and Holland if I had one full complete one. But yeah, I mean the best of the best based on what was available. I think my team is pretty stacked up there.
Yeah, I feel like any of these players are real contenders for it. But at the end of the day, it's all a vote.
Yeah,
And then after the whole 11 gets announced, then they do the 12th man, which is cool. That one player that missed out.
yeah. I think it'll be. I don't know. I think it would be in for. If there's one person that gets left out, that's a 12th man.
It's usually always an attacker.
Yeah, I would have to say it's gonna go Mbappe, Holland, Messi. That's who's gonna get it. I think
Yeah,
that's
and
who I
then
think is really gonna win. But I think Osimhen deserves to be in that 12th man if it happened. I think Rodri is a lock.
definitely, I feel like our both of our midfielders are solid picks.
Yeah, Bellingham's a lock.
Bellingham, Rodri, De Bruyne probably
Yeah,
is the
Virgil
one.
van Dijk.
Van Dijk always gets it.
Yeah. Besides that, I feel like it should just come down to voting there because that top three should be what it is, and then yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But Messi had an absolutely unreal 2023 following the World Cup win. Inter Miami, I mean, PSG, he saved them. He helped them win the league with that free kick. If they hadn't gotten that one, they wouldn't have won the league. Then he came to Inter Miami, absolutely blew the MLS away. First game of the season, or first game of his MLS career, comes in the last minute, scores a free kick to win it all. Like, unreal. They win a trophy, go on a run, and then yeah, I mean he's out for a while, and they just fall to shambles. But he's had an absolutely unreal year for him. May not be, people may not see it that way because MLS, but I mean he's had a heck of a run this year for sure.
Absolutely, and it's just more and more people are gonna start watching.
Yeah, for sure. I bought the MLS pass for that season once he came. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and submit Ivan's.
I like it. Picasso.
And I'm gonna go ahead and submit mine. Where's there?
Let's go. And then when it comes out, we'll see how close we actually were.
Yeah. All right. Let's move here. There we go. All right. Let me close this out real quick. Alrighty. All right. And now we have our next topic, which is gonna be the transfer
Transfer.
market.
Some good, interesting moves so far. Nothing too crazy yet, but We're starting to slowly get some there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've still got quite a bit of time for the transfer market to be open, so
Yeah,
I'm sure the most hectic day would probably be deadline day, the most
deadline day is
news.
gonna be insane.
Yeah, but there's some good stuff here. Um, let's see here. Let's go. I'm just moving my screen. I'm sharing. All right, so Sancho move still ready, allegedly.
It's
Um,
pretty much all but confirmed. I think they're just focusing on details on a
yeah,
possible like purchase. I think this is a big thing.
yeah, absolutely. Allegedly, Manchester United don't want to sell him for cheap in the purchase clause, and Dortmund want to purchase him for cheap. But the
Hmm.
loan details, they'll be paying like £3 to £4 million for the loan. Um, but yeah, and then Dortmund also. I mean,
They're
they're
getting Ian
loaning
Matson.
in Matson. Yeah, so
That's
that's a
we
pretty
got the
cool.
here we go from Fabrizio.
Yeah, and
That one looks all but done. I
I
think
think
it's just
that's
gonna be a straight
huge.
loan.
I think that's huge though for them, considering they've come close to winning the league. Like I said last season, and I think that they just need a little bit more depth. And they could. I mean, Ian Matson, I think, is fantastic. It's just he hasn't been getting much playing time. There's a lot of competition
No,
in that team, but I think he's good enough to play. We've seen him play cam. We've seen him play mid. We've seen him play
left wing, right wing.
left wing. Yeah, right wing. We've seen him kind of everywhere, but I definitely think I think he's more of a left mid, right mid type of player than he is maybe a fullback, as his natural position is. But yeah, I mean, I think he should do well there for sure.
Yeah, it'd be good for him to get some playing time. And it's kind of criminal that he didn't get a chance at left back.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with the injuries.
With the injuries,
But
yeah. But looks like they're just sticking with Koval.
yeah. And then the shock loan, I think this one was quite a bit odd. Necessarily, I wasn't expecting it.
It was not.
Timo Werner, Timo
Yeah,
Werner to Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham's attack has been well, so it's not really something that necessarily I was like. I don't think anyone was expecting. Good
good.
teams are always looking to get better.
Yeah, especially I think it's rumored to have a 17 million buyout clause after the loan expires. So
Yeah, so he
if
could
he does
stay.
good, it'd be good for him.
How mad would you be if he goes off?
Uh, I wouldn't be too upset just because I know Timo Werner put everything in every week. He just got very unlucky. He never complained. He always gave 100%. Was just unlucky, with not scoring, and he just felt like after we won the Champions League, there was a rebuild. It was time. It was time to leave. He did his role. He helped us win the Champions League. So for that, I'm grateful.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. We have Fabio Carvalho. Looks like he's going out on loan. They have the medical scheduled already.
Whole city.
Uh, yeah, whole city. Chelsea haven't made a decision on Andre Santos yet. They said they were gonna wait until after AFCON. Um,
Rumor has it that Pochettino wants to send him with the Brazilian national team just to train for a month.
oh yeah, that's what it's doing. It's not going to
That
AFCON. He's going to just train with them.
he's gonna train with the Brazilian national team for a month. It could be good. I still think he should stay, play with the first team. Um, we made it to the FA Cup. The next round, we're in the EFL semifinal. There's chance for rotation there, and then the players are getting injured left and right, so it wouldn't hurt to have him.
Yeah. Tottenham, they're loaning out their defender Ashley Phillips to Plymouth. Um, Let's see. There's still, just because I gotta throw it out there, just because it's one of the biggest rumors in the world. It was allegedly Kylian Mbappe is going to Madrid at the end of the season. Officially, just like every year, officially there's no agreement from his camp. There have been no discussions. He's not making a decision until it comes. But I guarantee that he will be at PSG at the end of the season.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, me neither. Fabian Schär signed a new contract with Newcastle till 2025, so he gets an extension there. Let's see.
There was Zach Steffen officially leaves Man
Uh,
City
yeah, Ivan
to.
Toney came out too with an interview.
He said he's gonna prove the doubters wrong. Buddy, you
Everybody
don't
was
have
like,
doubters.
"Yeah." Everybody was saying, "No, there's no doubters. You just gotta stop gambling."
Yeah.
Let's see. Aston Villa have loaned out a couple people. They've loaned out some youngsters and sold a youngster as well to Middlesbrough. Nothing from Bournemouth, nothing from Brentford yet, nothing from Arsenal yet. But Arsenal, I mean, they're linked to a lot of people. Arteta says no. 2 days later, he says yes. Maybe we will get someone. So not really sure. Uh, let's see. Aston. Oh no, we said Aston Villa already.
The one that
Brighton.
I'm seeing a lot
Uh,
that I kind of want to see Jordan Henderson back to the Prem.
oh yeah, I've seen that as well.
A lot of the rumors are possibly Luton. So imagine a double pivot of
Ivan,
Henderson
yeah.
and Barkley. Oh, buddy, dude, if he moves there, I think Luton definitely stays up. Definitely,
Yeah.
that'd be insane. I know Brighton. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Brighton right now. Aren't I think they're linked to that dude from Boca Juniors, right? I think like they already said that
Yes.
they're triggering the release clause.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name on the top of my head.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, absolutely. I did see that today. Brighton also recalled a player from Blackpool. They loaned out a player to Sheffield Wednesday. Blackburn and Ipswich loaned out a couple youngsters. Burnley have only loaned out one to Dundee. I don't know where they play. Uh,
All right, I found
Alex
it.
Matos played for Huddersfield today
Yeah,
or yesterday. No, was it
I
yesterday?
found
No, it was Saturday.
Brighton is closing in on Valentin Barco from Boca Juniors. Looks like it's a $10 million release clause. And knowing Brighton, their scouting has been insane these past couple years. Um, so he's probably going to be like another one of those gems that they get and they turn around and sell him for 60 million, if
Yeah.
not more.
Yeah. Crystal Palace, they just loaned a youngster out. Nothing from Everton, nothing from Fulham loaned out someone to Exeter. Liverpool, everything, they just recalled some players, loaned out a youngster. Luton, nothing yet. I expect uh, Luton, Sheffield, and Burnley to make some moves for some loan players for sure. Let's
Yeah,
see.
they need something.
Yeah, City loaned out, or City recalled a player from Charlton. They got rid of Zach Steffen. They loaned out another player to Charlton, separate player. Man United, nothing except for Reguilon going out and Van den Beek.
I
Nothing from
think
Newcastle, which is weird.
I think there's some couple youngsters from Man United keen on leaving on loan possibly. Um, what's his name? I think Hannibal was listed to
Oh
leave on
yeah,
loan.
I
That
saw
one
that.
was a good one. You know, we saw glimpses of him. Um, Palestri, right? What's his name?
Yeah,
I think I saw him being linked with a permanent move to LA Galaxy.
yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, there's Man United potentially at Choupo-Moting for a short-term spell, maybe a permanent deal. I've been seeing a lot of links there. Um, I mean, there's tons of links. There's Eric Dyer could be going to Bayern for sure. They're not really sure right now. Uh, Chelsea recalled Fofana, one
It
of the
looks like
few Fofanas they have.
it looks like he's set to go to Sevilla on a permanent move.
Yeah. Apparently, João Palhinha's there's an agreement with him and Bayern, just like there was before, but it just comes down to Fulham's asking price is too much right now. They said that Kimmich was not going to leave the Man City or anywhere this until at least the summer, so that
I
closed the door on that.
yeah, I saw that freaking. If
Yeah,
he were to leave to City, it'd be 25 million euros,
yeah,
which
that's stupid
is
cheap.
stupid cheap. A
If I'm
player of
any
him,
team, yeah, if I'm any good team, I am reaching out for 25 million pounds for sure.
yeah,
I keep seeing Chalaba traction gaining to Bayern, so we'll
yeah,
see. Uh, yeah, there's quite a bit of those going on.
yeah. It looks like to follow with the Hannibal one. Looks like Everton is the one looking at get him on loan.
Yeah. Let's see. Lewis Hall is going to end up staying at Newcastle for the rest of the season so far. Mm, yeah, I mean, see, there's crazy stuff. Like right here it said that there was virtually no way that Dortmund could get Mattinson, yet we have the here we go already. I mean, there could be anything. Any of these rumors could go sideways, could be unreal. Like, it's just 0 to 100. That's what we like, especially deadline day comes up and you're like, whew, start seeing some crazy ones. Jordan Henderson, yeah, like I mean, he's even not even he's trying to go elsewhere too, like not even the Prem. He's willing to go anywhere allegedly.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of reports that players currently in Saudi are unhappy just because it's way too hot for them. They're
Yeah,
upset with the lack of fans at games. So there's a lot of uncertainty there, especially because they pumped out a lot of money. Hopefully we don't see a same thing with the Chinese Super League
yeah,
where all these
yeah.
players go and then it just completely falls out within a year or two.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to the Chinese league. But yeah, I mean, there's stuff like Mbappe was allegedly also open to the Premier League outside of Madrid, but I mean, we don't know. Mbappe is just in his own world. But like we mentioned earlier, the Tony interview that was fairly good. I thought. He just talked a lot about how grateful he is to Brentford for sticking by him, giving him the opportunity to just come back. He's been playing. He's been playing against U23s. I mean, he's
Yeah, he scored a hat
dominating.
trick.
Yeah, he's dominating U23s. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, it's lower talent, but I mean, we know he's good. We know he could score the goals. We'll see. Apparently, Arteta said that his job is to improve the players they have. Whatever, that dude, they need to worry about their own stuff right now for sure. Um, let's see. Yeah, and I think that's all I really have right now.
I think the one that I'm seeing, I'm seeing a couple of free agents rumors. I'm seeing Carlos Vela and Chicharito both to Chivas. Um, those, if you know who they are, Mexican legends to the game, going back to where they started. It'd be good. Um, I know Chicharito likes to stream a lot. He streamed with a bunch of players. He was with Gignac, and Gignac was basically telling him like, They just tell us like, are you coming? Like I want to play against you, and he's like, nah, like don't even start with that. Like I haven't decided anything, but all the signs are pointing to that he's coming.
Yeah. The only other thing too I have is the Calvin Phillips. I mean, Newcastle seem to be the only team right now that are interested seriously after initial talks. I already said the Juventus last episode was out. They said they were out.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean that's all I got.
yeah. Because I think the only other thing I saw is Liverpool were gonna go for a left back.
Yeah,
One of them was Anthony Robinson from Fulham. That's the only one I've seen.
yeah. And everything else, there's a lot of injury news. I mean, freaking. No, we don't go into injury news. Nothing substantial to the Premier League.
Not at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, let's shift gears here to the weekend.
FA Cup. The
Yeah,
beauty of the FA Cup.
yeah, for reals. Uh, let's take a look. So we have our Premier League fixtures where Crystal Palace, Everton. We already recapped that one at
Poor
nil
draw.
nil. Yeah, not much to recap there.
Yeah.
We have Brentford and Wolves with a 1-1 draw. So another draw, weird one. Both teams they're in the bottom half, but they're good enough. Um, let's see, Fulham beat Rotherham United 1-0. Fairly shocking 1-0 result, but not as many players were playing. Guys are getting chances to go out there and play. You got Tottenham with the 1-0 over Burnley. Same, I mean, still had talent playing for sure. Only 1-0. It's not too bad. But I thought Premier League teams this weekend kind of disappointed.
Yeah. We saw a lot of rotation players get in, like, as we expected.
Yeah, but still,
Except if you're Arsenal, you don't play your
yeah.
youngsters.
Let's see. Saturday games we had Sunderland, Newcastle. I don't know why I didn't put the score to that one here.
It was 3-0.
Yeah,
Newcastle comfortably won.
yeah, I watched some of that one.
I saw that clip of what's his name. Uh, what's of Lewis Smiley getting Brexit
Oh
tackled,
yeah,
and they're like, what?
Brexit
And
tackle.
they're like, this is what the FA Cup is all about.
Yeah, and there was no card, and they're like football, or there's still hope for football. Is what I
Yeah,
saw. But yeah, I mean that was a rout. Unfortunate for Sunderland. This was a derby for them. They had a ton of backlash with that bar, going
yeah,
sideways on them. Welcoming Newcastle as if it was a Newcastle home game. But yeah, I mean, shoot, 10 shots, 3 goals. It's not bad at all. 30% finishing rate is excellent. And they only had 4 shots on target, so that was pretty dang good. And the next one we had was Chelsea Preston. This was one of the dominants from Chelsea coming in. 4-0.
quiet first half. If I'm being honest,
Mhm.
definitely picked it up second half.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
I was getting scared for Chelsea. Even the commentators were saying the same thing.
uh,
It was looking scary for a bit for sure. They were playing. They were playing hesitant for sure.
yeah, they definitely picked up the second half. Um, Broja, I had plenty of chances to score, only got one. Thiago Silva scored. Sterling with another free kick. Just a
Yeah, free
simple,
kick.
simple, easy, simple free kick. And
Yeah,
Gabe always says that Sterling scores the most mid free kicks.
he
I
does.
want to see you hit that. I want to
They're
see you
good
hit
free
that.
kicks. I can hit a free kick. I can hit a free kick. Let's
God,
see you hit that. I can bang a
I'm
free
hitting the
kick.
wall. I'm hitting the wall, buddy. I'm not gonna lie.
I can bang a free kick in, but yeah, I mean, Thiago Silva getting subbed on and then scoring almost instantly. That was beautiful to see. Bro's just so awful. Found himself with the goal. Raheem Sterling, great. It was a great goal. I mean, any free kick is tough, but it was anticlimactic a bit. And then Enzo, just back with the blonde hair. Absolutely, that's the hair that made him. That's the hair that got him a huge transfer fee. So we'll see if he returns to just absolute dominance. He's been playing well. He's been unreal. People that I don't know that look at stats will say otherwise, but if you watch the games, I mean, he's
Crucial.
by far one of the most valuable players. Um, Next one, I knew this one would be a little bit tough. Not necessarily. I thought it was going to be a lot closer, but Stoke City and Brighton 2-4. Brighton with the win. But it wasn't as tough. It wasn't raining. That's probably the key factor. If it was raining, oh, I think Stoke could have pulled that one off. But Brighton had a nice day. Absolutely nice day.
Yeah, Joe Pedro once again on the score sheet.
Yeah, dude, that dude. I've been saying he's good. Um, the next one we got is Sheffield versus Gillingham.
Killing him 4-0 win.
Yeah, 4-0 win. James McAtee. Man
McAtee was
City had
insane. It was going
two
insane.
goals, very few distance apart. And then William Asula got the other two goals. But McAtee, I mean, looked insane. Freaking Sheffield had like 20 plus shots. They had like 10 on target. Like, they dominated that game. And it's good for them because they needed some momentum. They needed some confidence in going back to the Premier League because it's 100% going to be tough. Um, the next one was Villa Middlesbrough 1-0. Nothing too, I mean, subs playing a lot, reserves playing a lot, but 1-0, it's fair. Nothing dominant from a Premier League team, but still fair enough. This was my one to watch as well. Bournemouth versus QPR. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that it was going to be
And
closer
yeah,
than
it
it
was.
should be. QPR always are strong, and it was at their home, so finished 3-2 Bournemouth, but still very very close one. For a moment, QPR had the lead for about 8 minutes. 8 minutes they had the lead, but the most dangerous lead in football,
It's a 2
absolute
0
most
lead.
dangerous lead in football is 2-0, 2 goals. It doesn't matter what it is. The most dangerous lead in football. But I'd say QPR took quite a bit advantage of their chances. They only had 7 shots and they scored 2 goals, whereas Bournemouth had like 20 plus shots and like 7 plus on target. So I mean, I thought QPR took advantage for sure, and usually they're pretty tough anyway. This one, bit of a disappointment. Luton Town versus
Bolton,
Bolton. I mean, Luton
0-0.
Town have been screaming. They've been screaming lately, so it was a bit weird to just see them, not really do much. But they'll have the replay. They'll have the replay on the 16th, which is next week, or is it the week after?
Yeah, in a week.
Yeah. They'll get the replay. It should be a cakewalk for Luton Town, but with this draw, not really sure. We'll for sure see. Um, Next one, we got West Ham versus Bristol City, and this is really what the FA Cup's all about. Like these low end teams competing. Jared Bowen got a quick goal and then absolutely nothing the rest of the way.
Nothing.
61st minute, Bristol City get a goal and draw 1-1. So they got a replay next week on
Yeah.
Tuesday. Mm, you got Nottingham Forest Blackpool. This one I was shocked. I woke up and Nottingham Forest. No, this was a 6 o'clock game. Yeah, so Nottingham Forest. I was watching the Man City game, and then I look at halftime, and it's 2-0. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Um, but
Should have
yeah,
put it away. 2-0 lead again. Dangerous lead.
yeah, absolutely. Well, they were down 2-0 first, so they got two goals scored on them within the matter of 2 minutes, And then Gibbs White bags one in with Nicholas Dominguez, the midfielder. But yeah, I mean, I thought the talent that Forest have, they should be winning that easily. But I mean, like I said, I feel like they haven't used their talent the right way.
Nope.
I'm currently managing the team in FIFA right now because I can't believe what I'm seeing. I signed Calvin Phillips. Um, I I signed Jao Pedro. Spent all my money on him. Freaking. Let's see what else we got. Oh, and then Man City versus Huddersfield Town, buddy. Manchester City are back.
The return of
Kevin De Bruyne,
Bruyne.
the man, the myth, the legend. He's back. It's over. Like wrap it up.
Doku's back,
Absolutely.
scored.
Doku's back, got the goal. Holland is the only one not back right now.
Oscar Bob
Yeah, Oscar Bob's been
look
playing
good.
well.
He looked good.
But honestly, Erling Holland jumping up and down after Phil Foden's goal. And Phil Foden, hats off, man. Hats off. What just
Yeah,
absolute class.
he finally scored when the team wasn't 3-0 up.
He's been scoring all season when the team needs him most.
Nah,
He
I barely
bags a
saw it.
double.
I barely saw it that time.
No, he
It's the first
bags
time
a
I've ever
double.
seen it.
No, no. Now you're just as bad as them. So, but he bags a double. Absolutely unreal. Julian Alvarez gets a nice goal off of Phil Foden contribution, the hockey assist. Oscar Bob puts it in the back of the net on her own goal, trying to get De Bruyne back into it with the goal, and then De Bruyne just absolutely making right decisions. I never make that pass in FIFA and make that run, but next time I'm gonna make that pass and I'm gonna make that run. But absolutely great display from De Bruyne. Honestly, like you couldn't have asked for better. He was in scoring positions at times. He got an assist, and nonetheless, it was an incredible assist. Like of all the passes you could have made to Matthias Nunes right in front of him, it would have been tough. Probably wouldn't have gone in, but no one expected him to chip it over to Doku. And then, I mean, absolute brilliant finish from Doku for sure. Uh, but yeah, I mean, that was absolutely unreal game. Absolute dominance from Man City. But the game of the week, Arsenal versus Liverpool, and I thought it lived up to the hype. I
The
absolutely
downfall of Arsenal. They're folding. They're
yeah,
bottling in
the
perfect Arsenal
downfall
fashion.
of Arsenal. Uh, Liverpool, man. I mean, they played really well. They played really well on the counter. Um, it was unfortunate own goal, but at the same time, I mean, Liverpool were banging out the door. Arsenal had chances, had multiple chances. Both teams had chances. They both had like plus 10 shots. Arsenal had 5 on target. Liverpool had 3. They put 2 away. But I mean, Arsenal for the majority had the possession. They had just about everything in their favor, and they still, find a way to not win. Saka seemed, I mean, nothing.
MIA?
Yeah, MIA. Odegaard, same thing. All I saw Odegaard
MIA?
do was complain the whole time.
Yeah.
Uh, I thought Alex McAllister played unreal.
Dude. And then the balls of Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah,
It's a tight game playing against Arsenal. And your midfield already doesn't look as strong. You got Curtis Jones, McAllister, and Harvey Elliott. And what do? You sub on 3 players who aren't as established. Gravenberg, he's good, but he's still young. Bobby Clark and then Connor Bradley. He, those players bossed that midfield of Declan Rice, Odegaard, Jorginho, and I think it was the Smith Rowe in there. Got subbed
yeah.
on.
Rowe came on. I thought Curtis Jones has been playing well too, but yeah, I mean, it's absolutely unreal. It's a bit weird. Yeah, they came on. They still won the game. He didn't want to replay. He said he's like, that's just a waste of energy for a lot
Yeah.
of players. But yeah, I mean, they came on, got the win still. Freaking Ramsdale, dude. Ramsdale's good. Ramsdale,
Ramsdale played really good,
yes,
and
he
all
did.
this questioning about why did we get Raya, why is he playing all the time, is now coming into question. Because there was that chance where Ramsdale passed it from the box,
Dude, yeah, that
almost
should
got
have
the
got.
assist.
Yeah, he should have scored that. That was wide open.
I'm saying
Oh, but yeah, I mean,
typical
Kai
Arsenal
Havertz
fashion.
was absolutely a disaster in that game. Freaking unreal. But yeah, that is. Oh, Manchester United game. Manchester United game. They dominated. This is the only domination they are ever gonna have for a while, probably. But they
Hoyland looked a bit
absolutely dominated.
shaky, but they still got through.
Rashford looked really good. I thought. Was making some good shots, some good moves. But yeah, for sure. Um, Diego Dalot with a nice finesse shot into the corner. Bruno with the pin. But there was a couple of chances Wigan Athletic had, but they just couldn't take advantage of them.
I know we didn't do our awards this year, but we got to give a shout out to Patrick Bamford, buddy.
Yeah, Patrick Bamford.
Absolutely insane banger. That's what we've been. That's when we say bangers a week. That's what we're talking about, buddy.
Yeah, there was a almost Garnacho almost hit an absolute banger today. Just hit the crossbar. I mean, there's always some almost ones that I'm like, man, if those went in, like those would be bangers of the week.
Bangers.
Yeah, yeah, but that's all I got today.
Yeah.
We will be back Premier League on the 13th, which is not too far away. And then during the
Yeah.
week will be the FA Cup replays. So
Mm.
we will see there. Man City are going to face Tottenham in the next round, which our record at Tottenham is awful. 6 losses and 2 wins.
We got EFL Cup tomorrow. Chelsea Middlesbrough.
Yeah,
No one cuckoo.
Chelsea. Chelsea got
But
to
Broja will probably
band
start.
together.
We got Sterling, Palmer, Cole Palmer in it.
Yeah, still a
Madwicki in
chance for
it.
silverware. This is
There's our
full. You
chance
got
for,
the
buddy.
full
If we
squad.
get silverware and Arsenal doesn't, you won't hear the end of it.
Well, I mean, this is like one of those seasons that Chelsea was having when they won the Champions League.
Yeah.
They're like, and then all of a sudden, boom, silverware.
And then Liverpool Fulham on Wednesday. That should be a good game.
Yeah,
I expect a strong team from both teams. That game.
this is the semi-final, isn't it?
Semi-final.
Yeah,
Ooh, you
Liverpool
know,
Chelsea final would be
Liverpool,
fire.
Liverpool, Chelsea would be fire, but also Chelsea, Fulham would be
Yes, that would
insane
also be
just
fire
because of
too.
the rivalry itself.
Yeah,
Would
and
be
their games
absolutely
this
insane.
season have been good too.
Yeah,
Games have been really good.
it'd be really good just to with the teams on right down Fulham Lane, buddy. We're coming for you.
Liverpool Fulham that should be good too, and those will be on Wednesday. But yeah, if Chelsea lose to Middlesbrough, honestly, poor Chelsea. But at the same time, that's what we live for in these domestic cups.
Yeah, it's why we watch them. It's why people put some interest in it, just because the uncertainty. It's not always. There's some years where you get the typical winners, but we're here for some drama.
Yeah, yeah. Besides that, that's all I got. We'll be
That's all we
back.
got.
You were kicking it with Gab
And shoot.
and Chooch. Let's go. Let's go.